everyone, it's Tammy, and we are going to be using the Avant-Garden stamp set. This is a celebration stamp set, which means the only way that you can get this is for free. And yes, you heard me right. If you aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, Stampin' Up! Has a time every year, and this is it right now through the end of March, where stamp sets can be earned for free by spending $50 in retail. You can pick something out of the celebration catalog for free, and this is one of the stamp sets that is available for free, and it is a beautiful stamp set. I really like it. I think that it is very versatile, and I'm going to use it to make 3 different cards. This will be the first of the 3, and I'm using the Dapper Denim, and I think I'm also going to put in some of the Mint Macaron. I think that that's a really cute color, and I like them together, and I want to do the mint for leaves. So I think that that's what I'm going to do to bring those 2 colors together. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. I just pulled out some things and thought, you know what, I'm just going to get started. So I have an A2 size card cut here, and I think I'm going to make it a top fold card. And then I cut another one, and then I was thinking, you know what, I might want to put a panel on here. So I just cut another piece about 2 inches by 4 1/4. But then I thought, you know what, I need to do this on video, so that's why I stopped where I was and just thought I'll just go ahead and put this on video. Then I have this one cut just 1/4 inch smaller, so this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and it will fit nicely on top of the card, and then it will also fit nicely on the inside of the card so that you can put your sentiment or your greeting in there. So I am going to use this stamp. I just think it's beautiful. I'm going to use this one, and I think I'm going to use this leaf, and I might incorporate this as well. I'm not sure yet. Oh, I already took the stamp set out. It's right here. And let's go ahead and get started first with the Dapper Denim. I'm just going to take my 3-inch block, and I'm going to put the stamp on there that I want. I also like to make sure that these tops and bottoms stay together, so I'm just taking some tape and putting it along the edge and then folding it over so that now these 2 pieces of plastic will stay together. And just so you can see, the sentiments are thanks for being you, to someone who makes others so happy, and happy birthday wishes. And I'm not sure yet how I want to do this. I might want to even put a little spot right here. So instead of cutting that out, instead of like making another piece of paper and cutting this out, I think I might just cut this here, and then I'll have that middle part to play with however I want. So let's see, I'm going to cut it about here so that can be at the bottom, and then I'll cut it, I guess I should see how wide this is. I don't want it to be quite as wide as this. So I'm going to go in a little bit, and I'll go to about there. So this is about 1/4 inch thinner than this one, maybe even 1/2 inch, but that's okay. It will be fine. So it will go on here like this. I'm thinking this like this. Oh, and then I will put these on here. I might just go ahead and build this up. So let me put this on the bottom. Oops. This is my ATG gun. You guys could use snail. It's the same thing. It's just that I buy it in bulk because I use so much of it. And then see how this can fit nicely here. I might even put it on dimensionals just for the fun of it. I think I have some. Oh, here I have these anyway. I can use these. My edges. And this is a nice way to save a little bit on paper because no one could ever tell that you didn't have a full piece of white down here. And it doesn't matter, it's not going to change the card at all because this just fits over it nicely and you can't tell that I don't have a full page of white, and then this will fit on top of this like that and you still can't tell, so it's kind of nice. So I'm going to get out something that I can scratch on, and I'm going to take my flower and I'm going to stamp it directly down. This is the first generation stamp. But then I'm also going to take it and I'm going to do a second generation stamp over here, which means I'm not taking the ink off, I'm just stamping it again. And then I will do a first generation stamp again. I might just go all the way across and then I'll do a second generation stamp over here. And a first generation stamp. Yikes. And a second generation stamp, and I'm just going to even do a third generation stamp right there because I know that there's enough ink left on because I haven't used very much on the sides, and I think that looks perfect just like that. So now I'm going to clean my stamp off. And I am going to, you know what, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'll go up this side a little bit too. I think I will. So I already did clean it off, but I'm not going to be done yet. I'm going to go ahead and put a flower here, and then I'm going to do a second generation, kind of going the opposite way. Right there. This is so sticky, it's like sticking to my card. That's why I'm dropping it. And then I think I'm going to even do first generation. And this is kind of another first generation, but it's kind of a second generation too because I didn't use all of the stamp on here. You can see how this still had the regular ink. Then when I turned it this way, it still had the first ink. I think I'll do that. And then I'm going to take put this stamp back, get out my leaf. I might use this one more time, but I'm going to go ahead and close it for now. I might use it to put a sentiment on here. I'm going to use the mint macaroon or mint macaron, whatever they call it. And again, I'm doing the first and second generation stamping, and I might even do third generation, just kind of, there's a fourth generation, just kind of putting it on here wherever I think it might need a leaf. And I'll do the same down here. Oh, I kind of already did it up here, but I'm going to add a couple more. There we go. And then I think I want to use this little sprout thing for the middle of the flowers. And I'm thinking I might do like a brown color. Let's see. I have chocolate chip. Maybe I'll use that one. And I'm going to put it coming from the bottom of the leaf and going up. And again, I don't care if I'm second generation these. I think that that will be fine because it's brown. And it will show through. That's what I meant by because it's brown. And on some of these that I have done like a less generation, I'm just going to go ahead and do a less generation. of the brown as well, because you don't want that middle part to be really dark and the flower itself to be really light. I think that looks good. Clean that off. Put this down. And then I need a sentiment. I kind of think I'm going to use the "Thank you for being you." That's such a nice thing to say to someone. And I think I'm going to use the Dapper Denim. I'm just going to put it right here. And that's all the stamping I think I need. I already ripped that piece of tape. Crazy girl. I might leave these two out for the next card, but I'm going to put my Dapper Denim away. I think I'm going to use Peekaboo Peach for another card, and I'm thinking I'll use Wisteria Wonder as well because I just love that color. And I brought out my Dapper Denim ribbon. I'm thinking I'm just going to tie it in a little knot right here. I might want it over a little more. I'm trying to peek inside to see where I have the tape so that I can go between it. Or the dimensionals. There it goes. Then I'll just take my scissors and I'll cut it at an angle. Both there, there. And there we go. Thanks for being you, it says. Look what I did, guys. Well, you know how to fix this. We will take this and I'm going to cut it off here. Oops, at my fold. So that it is now just a card front. And then I will take a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And let's see. This one is, I'm just going to get a new piece. So I can still make it a top fold card. I need to score it at 5.5 and then cut it at 4 1/4. This doesn't happen to me much anymore. I used to do it a lot more frequently, but obviously it still happens. No matter how many cards I've made, I still make mistakes. But the beauty is being able to fix them. And you can always fix them. Well, almost always. I haven't come across a time that I haven't been able to fix it yet. In some way, even if it's just cutting it off like this and starting over. And I'm just putting this straight down on my card front. And now, when I open my card, it's the white card instead of the Dapper Denim, which is fine because I can use it to write. And there we go. That is our first card of 3. So thank you very much for watching. Again, use the take advantage of the celebration and get this. All of my information is below. Everything that I've used today is available now on my website, Stampin' Up, and all you have to do is go to TT.Scraps.stampinup.net. Thank you. Bye-bye.